right again. So, let's have a look. I wanted to go to the Digilab and have a look at our Digimon. Because we can Digivolve our Tokumon. We cannot Digivolve our Tokumon because our Tokumon is the one I want to become the lovable Digimon here. I don't want to mention because it should be a surprise. So I will Digivolve it into another one just to train it, and now we have a Falcomon just for the time being, and this is also just to become new Digimon. The traffic outside is horrible, I'm sorry. And here we have our Kudamon, which is a lovable Digimon. And our Motomon finally becomes the Tentomon. As I mentioned earlier, I don't have the... I want to get this one. I don't have the memory space in my team, so let's just leave them there. And have a look at the quest board and what Kyoko says, and do some dirty work to get some money. Gotta rank up! Nice! So, now come on. And please, I want a little coffee. Do we need to go to the entrance of Eden? So let's get going. Kyoko tells us to go to the entrance. And up there we can spot our explanation mark. I've never visited this shop. Interesting. It's like in Pokemon games. The Digimon have kinda personalities which affect the stats. But Mom, I swear there's something there. I just felt it. Of course, supernatural girl. Ugh. But there is something there. An anonymous person. Stop looking at me! Stop poking me! No reply. So we will get from one creepy thing to another. Well, we get another case from the same club. So those are this club is kinda important for the story development because it's like the framework and the whole frame of the story, encasing the major events. So I would call it dirty work because for every storyteller you need to construct the frame in which the story takes place. And this game handles it by... Oh gosh, your memory ups, yes. My Digiland is weird, yeah. With the Occult Research Club. And all these quests are important for our main quest because they introduce us to certain elements of Tokyo and the game. So they are mandatory, although they share the nature of a side quest, which is an interesting way of handling things in a game. I might be caught up in a cybercrime. Now we're talking. I can't really. There are some supernatural elements involved. Of course, talking with the Occult Club. I understand. You made the right choice coming to us. And don't forget your money, because Kyoko is one needy girl. They claim to do research, but all they really do is hang out and talk. It's only a club because everyone has similar interests. I should probably enroll in something. Those are the messages she got earlier, so... Could really use a hot, manly boyfriend too. Oh yeah. Now we're talking, girl. With the heart at the end, it's nice. What's so special about this? It's typical girl behavior. Keep going. You will understand why. Could Kenji have a crush on Mai? LOL. No way. Yeah, Does the guy even have his eyes on straight? He's such an arse. He has a real hottie right in front of him. Can't take his eye off him. It's typical girl's behavior. Maybe I should seduce him. I've got the goods. I'd give him a peek any time. It's typical girl's behavior at this age, so I would say. How do I put this? Your posts aren't pulling any punches here. Putting my personal opinion aside, I otherwise don't see anything wrong with them. They look normal to me. The thing is, I didn't write that stuff. What? And now it becomes a case for our investigation. They just randomly showed up, but they freaked me out so badly that I deleted them. Ah, I hear you. Then doesn't that mean your account was probably just hacked? Some 2-bit hacker probably did it to screw with you, or maybe your computer was infected with... No, it isn't anything like that. Then I take it that this is where that supernatural part of your mentioned factor comes in. Yes, it's just Kyoko talking. I wasn't the one who wrote those posts and put them online, but they are how I feel. What you see written there, that's stuff that I think about, but don't express. Oh, it's a magic trick! It's a magic trick! Is this the card you thought about? No, it isn't. Yes. So we have a clue about the case, so just framing around the stuff. Your hands move against your will, sending you messages from the spirit world. Something like that could ever happen to you. Looking at the post times on your log, those messages went out in the dead of night. You should have long been sound asleep by that point. Yes. In the late 18th, and there goes Kyoko again with her storytelling. And this is kinda the major reason why I do like Kyoko. Because she keeps firing those facts out and just perfect. There was an academic by the name of Enryo Inoue who posited these sorts of things can come from having multiple selves. Enryo Inoue? You mean the man who came up with mystery studies, right? I've shown off his work at the club before. Hold on, are you saying I have a split personality? And this is really interesting because split personalities are a really real case of a psychological disorder, which can make things like this possible. Really possible like this. The politically correct term, dissociative identity disorder. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. If I'm writing this post at night without realizing it, that would explain it. But maybe it really is that. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. We are playing Digimon. We are a cyber sleuth agency, a criminal agency. We're detectives. This is something with digital problems, and we are going to solve this. But the case Kyoko raises is actually there were or are still cases like this proven to be connected with the disorder. And now the Digiline becomes really creepy because just at the moment I look down, just try and find me. This was just now posted onto your account. It's a reply to what I wrote on your Digiline. Kyoko stole her phone and wrote to the thing. Wrote to the mysterious person. To the culprit. I'm a detective who's taken up Manika's case. Know that we will track you down, and I will find you, and I will kill you. Some way. And uncover your identity. No matter who or where you are, you can't hide forever. You've been warned. Well, this conversation unfolded online as you and I were talking, while you weren't touching any terminals. That means you are not the one behind those posts, let alone any mental disorder of yours. The real culprit is out there somewhere. And here you have the perfect proof why Kyoko is best waifu in game. Because she's legit a genius. Whoever's behind it is just a dumb troll, albeit an arrogant one at that. To quote Henry Inua's work again, that we've got is a case of a fake wonder, or someone trying to make this look more mystical than it really is. In other words, this is plain old hacking. You said that the contents of these posts are based on actual facts about yourself, yes? Well, I don't know about facts so much as just how I think and feel, really. Were you locked into Eden before you fell asleep? Yes, I do that every night. There we have an important point. Gotcha. Then the way I see it, I bet the culprit's been snooping around and hacked into your memory data in Eden. You can do that sort of thing in Eden? Well, not literally. At least not when you're lone wolfing it like your hacker here. Still, evidence in Eden are essentially digitized versions of people's mental data, so to speak, and so memory data hacks theoretically doable. Things take a bit of a different turn once the so-called supernatural enters the equation. Don't sweat it for now, just log into Eden tonight like you normally would. I'll have my assistant waiting for you in the lobby. Of course I am doing the dirty work for her. Sure. Alright. But what do you actually plan on doing? We're going fox hunting. And our decoy will be our little maiden's deep dark secrets. She's best waifu through and through. Looks like Manaka's still not here yet. Here's hoping this isn't a sign of what's to come. Huh? Oh, had Manaka lay down our decoy. If the culprit's the type of person I suppose suspect they are, they'll definitely go for it. That means it's a pretty safe guess to say that they are going to log into Eden tonight. Once they're in position, it's just a matter of apprehending them. But that shouldn't be a problem either. That's because Pete's going to be working with us. Yes! Pete, our man! How's it going? Yeah! Long time. I thought about giving Pete a really incredibly manly voice. Just to brighten the situation that almost 90% of the cast are girls. So Pete, which is actually a boy, will become the most manly Wandyamon in the world. Long time no see. Thanks again for what you did back there with the AC stuff. It's the perfect voice for Pete. I had Pete here take a look at those posts the hacker wrote so he could learn their scent. Kyoko is best girl through and through. Yep. Turns out those messages had traces of a Digimon on them. Can't fool me. I'll let you know when the bad guys close up. You can count on me, my nose. But of course, that's why I brought you on board. This is so cool, working with a real-life detective. I feel like a real boy wonder here. Oh, you are, Pete. You are. And again, you are killing my throat. You don't know who the boy wonder is? Really? Hey, I'm here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Did just like you ask and posted the message on my Digiline, but am I really going to be okay doing that? I need to have a sip of water, sorry. I just killed my throat back there. Close call. Why am I tasting blood in my mouth? You're curious what you wrote, aren't you? It's fine, I'll tell you. She confessed her love to the hacker and also mentioned that she really wanted to meet him. It's a real blatant ploy on our part, but again, this guy thinks his hacking skills are hot stuff. No, Kyoko, you are hot stuff. He's going to want to verify Manaka's claims, preferably by checking her memories directly. Hacking memory data takes some work, though, even to just take a look inside it. It'll require actually directly reaching out and making contact with her avatar. That's the only way he could have done this. He had to have been touching her some way or other. What's more, messing around with someone's mental data would take going into the core of Eden itself. The security there is supposed to be tight, as can be, as it can be. I think there's a word missing. It would take real effort to break in. The hacker behind Manika's messages would have therefore had to be touch her for at least several minutes before leaving his handiwork. I smell him. He's close by. Good. It's time to go hunting. Oh gosh, I like you! Go investigate the surrounding area and get this person out of his foxhole. And her devilish smile. Ah! The best character in the whole game. Every time Kyoko talks about anything, it's... Quiz time. What's the name of the important machine enveloping your head? Digimon terminal, a very dangerous... Yes! Yes, Falcomon! I am wearing a very dangerous sword in my hair. No, it's our Digivice. And, as I mentioned earlier, I realized that it is a Digivice and not a hairband. The credits screen or the outro screen of the game. So I really just thought those are nice goggles. Or just... Why can I smell him. We're getting close. Until the end of the game. I just thought those are... This is a nice hairband. I smell him. We're getting close. Oh, do we? There. Right in front of you. Hurry up and do a scan. Yes, we've got you now, Buster. You're not going anywhere. Oh, for real? How'd you find me? It's a brat. I knew it. The culprit's a little kid. Don't call me a little kid. That's rude. It is. Hey, wait a minute. You were the one who spotted me here before, aren't you? Crap. You noticed me. You're not supposed to be able to see me at all. Oh, so that's what happened, huh? My little assistant is so sensitive to digital waves and special networks. The culprit didn't stand a chance of hiding forever. We are Cyber Sleuth. It comes with the job. But enough of that. We've got questions for you, little boy. Well, this turns into an adult movie again, so... Does it mean you're a detective too? You are a detective too? War, you're so hot! Yes, I am. Yeah, whatever. Just answer my question already. Who are you and how did you achieve such a complicated... I'm what you call a genius architect. I'm not some lowly hacker or programmer. Do you know about the Baku Reborn service? It's a special service here in Eden. Important. Cases like where a user either permanently leaves Eden or they die, the Baku Reborn service gathers all that user's data and deletes it. And I'm the one who runs it. Little boy. You don't have to act so surprised. Kids are just more attuned to the digital world than adults. But this is true. I just studied on my own and joined groups that I could trade info with, and soon enough I started working in corporate R&D. Sure, but you are not allowed to earn money because you're a little boy. But the reason I'm considered a genius isn't just because I run the service, I'm also the one who designed it. Actually, what I say about Baku gathering and deleting abandoned user data is entirely accurate. It actually does more. Not only does it gather and accumulate data pertaining to a given account, it also organizes it, almost like it has a mind of its own. To be honest, even I'm surprised by that. I never expected it to act so precisely and deliberately. It's a real case of a creation surpassing the creator. But that's how it should be with these sort of things. No. You're a sloppy programmer if you don't know how your program finally works. I follow you. Tell me, does the name Baku refers to the mythological creature that consumes nightmares? Again, she's hitting with the stories. Great. Yep, you've got it. I named it that because yeah, it's just... We did need this program later on, and this is the reason why this is the main quest, so... You handed your avatar's surface level appearance over to your Baku and let it consume it. That way, nobody around you would be able to know that you were lurking. So he can make himself invisible. And not really traceable at all. And this is something we are gonna need. But you didn't let it pass. Wow, you figured it all out. Yep, you got me. That's amazing though. I love it when I actually meet a smart adult. Kyoko is actually the smartest person in this whole universe. And I'm just left outside because I am a dumb anime protagonist. I'm guessing you basically used that same trick to draw out Maneka's mental data. Okay? Yeah! I copied it! And there we have it. I don't want to read it out loud because we did get the core messages of the conversation. But there is still some mysteries, because whoever... yeah. We get to this later. Yeah. Because what he does is borderlining to criminal stuff. But he is sure that his stuff is criminal and he works clean. Sound and soft and good. I think I more or less have a grasp of the current situation now. I am that I am not. I think that might be the best way to describe what your partner is to this world, if you catch my drift. Heh, you know, I was thinking the same thing. Genius or not, even I can't purposefully go out and architect life itself. That thing was probably born as such by pure chance. And there we have the connection to Digimon, woo, and we are back on track. The sharpness to your words that I admire. Yeah, the conversation between those two is kinda above our head. Can I trust you to let me deal with the Baku? Do you plan on disposing of it? Well, see. I will see. It depends on how things go. No, I'm using it for my own advantage. Okay, I trust your judgment. Yeah. You'll find it uploaded onto a site. The password log... What? This little kid is the culprit. I'd never guessed it would have seen something so young. And busted. Who cares at this stage? And there he goes, apologizing. We've met here even before, we talked a little bit, and yes. And now we have you can read it through, it's just a normal, casual stuff. I'm sorry. And with a little apology, everything's set back to normal. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy too! Call it good at that, shall we? Yeah. It's too dangerous, yeah. And we will hunt down the creature lurking within the program the boy wrote. We don't know how our prey is going to react once we got there. I get that. So you better be prepared for anything before we go. Yes, I have 3 Digimon at level 1. And I'm not certain that they are... which was is correct, yay! Feeling sluggish today. Then work harder, slave. We should train a little bit because this is the main quest, and as a main quest, we will have to fight. I'm just hoping that the Digimon I'm encountering here are not too strong, so that I can train. Oh god. Those are Tyrannomon. But, yeah, I did rearrange some of my stats, and it's pretty funny that my Lilymon became faster than the other 2. Because it started out as the... okay, this will eventually work out. Nightmare. And please hit. Okay. They do work. Good. The real problem is that I only have 3 Digimon at hand right now. But I do want to rearrange something. Because my Gatomon learned... I want to rearrange this a little bit. My Gatomon did learn Aura and Revive, which is the mass healing and the revive skill. And my Lady Digimon did learn some attack moves and the anti-panic. It's not that important at all, but well. And she did learn the ripping net, which is also an interesting thing because stunts target. And I did rearrange some skills and trained them, and now we are good. And we have an innate skill to revive and heal our Digimon, which is good. Yeah, it is. So let's have a look. Celestial Arrow. Now show me. Such a beautiful animation. And you just scratch out his eyes. Good. I love those two. I love them. Best Digimon in the world. I don't know if my 2 angels left and right of me will eventually become faster than... Can I hack level 3? Oh, I can't even crack level 1. Shite. Where is... Where? No, the field guide is just for Digimon. Hacking skills. 4 or more Digimon of the rookie level or better. 4 or more Digimon which are champion or better. I can get into hacking too. When I rearrange my Digimon. The problem is, this is the only time we are here in this matrix. So we should get as much stuff as possible. And the Greymon. And... No, I actually can. No. No, I can't! Just darn it! Ah! I don't want to already de-digivolve this because I need a Rosemon. Rosemon is level 55 and stuff is happening. I don't want to de-digivolve my Lilymon. This is obnoxious. Now I have 3 Digimon. I can't cheat the system. I can't cheat the system. Because you are a Mega Digimon. So now I should be able to wall crack level 3. Yeah! I did cheat the system. And now let's hope that we... No, I want to replace... I want to use our lovely Lilymon. Because... I don't want to separate the Angewomon and the Lady Digimon. Those two are still my favorite Digimon and I want to keep them as close as possible. So we use our Alphamon NX, which we got through because we have the collector's edition of Cyber Sleuth, which comes together with the Absolute edition we're playing right now. So we can't cheat, and this is just money. But I hoped, or I did hope for a memory upgrade or a farm upgrade, which would be incredibly valuable. So flower cannon! Lilymon is such a cutie. Such a cutie pie. And I don't care that Alphamon got level 3. And I don't care that our Lilymon becomes one higher level. Because this will eventually just be fine. Okay. It was not that important, but you never know. And especially... yes, you can argue that it is what it is. You can argue that they won't hide something incredibly valuable there because you can, or you are not allowed to come back here. So this is the first and your last chance to get these two items. And so, but we come to our next mark. I just want to finish up these fights. And then I want to make the next cut for... Now let's show your crescent leaf animation. The animation of... it's just beautiful. And Angewomon, show us your holy light animation. And well, she just deletes. And all of them are still level 9. And we get our Impmon up. They are awfully close. They are awfully close. But well. And here we go and make the next cut for YouTube. And if you're watching this live, well, you can just continue watch.